Shalom, brethren. Evangelist Nduna. There is a story that I found out on Exodus chapter number 25. If you could see that from verse number 1, it talks about the offerings for the sanctuary. But on verse number 10 to verse number 22, the Bible speaks about the ark of a testimony. But I would love us to read on verse number 22. I want you to see something. Verse number 22, the Bible says, and they, okay, and there I will meet with you, and I will speak with you from the above the mercy seat like, okay, from between the two cherubims which are on the ark of testimony, about everything which I'll give you in commandment to the children of Israel. But I want you to see verse number 21. Verse number 20, you shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the testimony that I will give you. If you could read from verse number 10, you'll see how Moses was being given the instructions by God how to prepare this, the measurements and the material to use for this mercy seat. He was told of preparing it in gold and this and that and that and that and that. But then I want you to look at this. You shall put the mercy seat on top of the ark, and in the ark you shall put the testimony that I will give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will speak with you from the above the mercy seat, from between the two cherubim which are on the ark of a testimony. I want you to look at this, brethren. Where we are and how we are at the mercy of God. Without His mercy, we are just nothing. But I want you to see this. Then the Lord is saying, you shall put a mercy seat on top of an ark. Ark there, it represented His presence. And in the ark you shall put the testimony that I'll give you. So now, in the covenant or in His presence, I'm going to put a testimony that the Lord is going to give me. Then what is that testimony? That testimony is about the goodness of God. And then it goes on, and there I will meet you, and there I will speak to you. I have got someone who is saying, when is the Lord going to intervene in my situation? When is the Lord going to speak into my situation? But the Lord is saying, I am just here. I will meet you there in my presence, where I will give you a testimony to say because of the mercy that I will have for you. Then I'm asking yourself, what are you doing to preserve His presence within you so that He'll give you a testimony? If you would go into the Bible where it says, then it says that from between the two cherubim which are on the ark of a testimony, the cherub, they are there to preserve God's glory. They surround Him. They're just to preserve the God's glory. Then I want you to see this. If the cherubims are there, because if you read and then you want to study about the angels, you find that cherubims, they've got eyes all over and they've got 6 wings. Can you imagine such a creature? Or maybe say it visited you, is there. So you are just coming to a point where you're actualizing that God is there in His presence, just to make all things work well. But the problem that we are doing is this. We are doing life the way we want or in our own ways, and we expect Him to be there. For us to be in His manifestation of His presence, we need to be on His ways. What are the principles that we have to do? What are the things that we have to do to preserve His presence? Moses was told of what to do, and then God came with the testimony. He was giving them an account of how He is. What are you doing today that God can come and give you a testimony? Are you doing the things according to His ways, or you're doing the things according to your own way? Are you seeing this, brethren? Have a good day.